Hi, this is Dr. Rajkumar Koiri. Welcome to NRC Zoology Part 2 on isolation and speciation. In the previous talk, we have already discussed in detail about speciation and different types of speciation. We have also noted that successful speciation involves splitting of population, evolution of barriers to gene flow, and the persistence of some specific barrier in nature that prevents interbreeding of natural populations, that is more or less interfertile with another related population, also known as incipient species. Reproductive isolation has been reported to play a key role in speciation and is critical for the maintenance of biological diversity and the rate of speciation across the tree of life. In the early stages of divergence and evolution of reproductive solution, recent studies suggest that natural selection and adaptation may play an important role. Speciation due to adaptation is particularly very common when there is partial spatial separation between habitats. In 1968, Wagner was the first person to insist on the importance of isolation. Darwin's study of the Galapagos Island has played a central role in understanding the evolution of species from existing ones. Darwin's study of the Galapagos Island has played a central role in understanding the evolution of species from existing ones. Darwin discussed this with respect to evolution of island races. In 1930, Duritz performed a systematic study on isolation and presented for the first time a complete description of isolating factors. Dobzhansky, in his book entitled Genetics and Origin of Species, for the first time used the word isolating mechanism. He classified isolating mechanisms into geographical isolation and reproductive isolation, both on islands and mountains. High elevation ecosystem has been observed to be more isolated than low elevated ecosystem. Many scientists like Mayer, Patterson, Huxley and Stebbin have systematically studied and classified isolating mechanisms. Acquisition of reproductive isolation has been suggested to be of paramount importance in speciation process that can be achieved through physical isolation, presence of heritable variation and natural selection. Isolation by sea is mainly responsible for speciation on islands, whereas geographical isolation tends to increase with elevation. Various types of classification of isolation mechanism have been given by different scientists from time to time. According to Meckham's classification of isolating mechanisms, they can be broadly categorized as pre-mating or pre-zygotic mechanism and post-mating or post-zygotic mechanism. In this talk, we are going to understand different types of isolating mechanisms. Pre-zygotic isolating mechanisms refer to isolating mechanisms which prevents interspecific crosses, whereas post-zygotic mechanisms refer to those mechanisms which reduces the complete success of interspecific crosses. Pre-mating isolating mechanisms can be broadly categorized as geographical isolation, isolation due to distance, climatic isolation, seasonal isolation, habitat isolation, behavioral isolation, mechanical isolation and physiological isolation. Geographical isolation occurs when an original population is divided into two or more populations by various physical or geographical barriers like river, ocean, mountains, glaciers, deserts, etc. This prevents the migration and intermingling of members of separated population. Finally, blocking the gene flow or exchange of gene between these groups. Allopathic populations, as discussed above, are very good example of geographical isolation. Darwin's finches are one of the best examples of geographical isolation. According to Darwin, there were 26 groups of finches on various islands of Galapagos Islands. Out of these 26 groups, only 5 groups resembled the mainland finches, while 21 types of groups were specific to respective islands. Among these 21 groups, some could interbreed among themselves, but some groups did not interbreed among themselves. This suggests that some of the finches residing on different islands underwent evolution in different directions, resulting into different species of finches. Isolation due to distance is found in sedentary animals or those with very less power of mobility or inability to cross large distances and exhibit such type of isolation. Any possibility of gene flow between such population is through migration or via chain of intermediate populations. For example, interbreeding does not take place between mammals of Holoarctic area of North America. Another type of isolation is climatic isolation. In climatic isolation, there is abrupt change in elements of climate like temperature, moisture, salinity, day length and light intensity, and this may act as barrier to gene flow between two populations. These factors can directly or indirectly influence metabolism and produce physiological differences between organisms, thereby preventing mating between members of a species, as has been observed in case of some plant species like spiderworts, Tradescantia caniculata and Tradescantia subspera, which is also a very good example of sympatric speciation. Seasonal isolation occurs between populations when their members exhibit variation in reproductive seasons. They attain sexual maturity at different times of the season. This type of isolation has been observed in case of 3 species of frog: Rana clamitans, Rana pipens and Rana sylvatica, which although breeds in the same pond, but due to different timing of sexual maturity between this species, there is no interbreeding between this species. 2 species of toads, American toad, Bufo americanus, which inhabits forested areas, and Fowler's toad, whose scientific name is Bufo fowleri, which inhabits grasslands, met respectively in early summer and late summer. Due to difference in mating season, they don't interbreed. Drosophila persimilis exhibits and Drosophila pseudobscura exhibit sympatric speciation, although they breed in the same season, but the timing of the day when they are sexually active is different. Drosophila persimilis being sexually active in the morning, whereas Drosophila pseudobscura is sexually active in the evening. There is one more form of isolation, that is habitat isolation. Habitat isolation occurs as a result of difference in habit and habitat, physiological requirements and living condition between different species. For example, in case of Rana garruleo inhabits deep waters of ponds and lakes, whereas Rana areolata inhabits boundaries of marshy areas and breeds in shallow water. Differences in ecological condition prevents exchange of gene pool. There is one more form of isolation, that is known as behavioral isolation. During behavioral isolation, courtship behavior displayed by animals for copulation is species specific and is mandatory in animals for copulation. Males of a particular species exhibit species cues or behavior towards females of the same species, and in turn females respond to this displays. Patterson called this displays as species recognition, and these signals can be visual, auditory, olfactory, tactile, etc. Due to absence of specific stimuli between members of different species, attraction and mating does not take place. Male peacocks are more ornamental with unique plumage and characteristic dance to attract the female, which is species specific and is recognized by the female of the same species. Songs, calls, croaking sound of frogs, etc. can be classified under auditory and acoustic signals. In case of frog, males produce croaking sound to attract females of the same species. This was demonstrated by Little John, who recorded the calls of Hyla versicolor and Hyla femoralis and reproduced them by loudspeaker. While Hyla versicolor produces short, shrill and loud resonating call lasting for 3 seconds, the call of Hyla femoralis was a series of short, sonorous dots and dashes. He observed there was no mixed mating and the females could distinguish between the calls produced by the two species. Certain animals produce sex pheromones to attract their mates, and again this is highly species specific, as has been observed in certain insects. There is one more form of isolation that is known as mechanical isolation. During mechanical isolation, the structure of genetical organs is different in different species and thus not compatible with each other. Due to this, copulation fails to occur between members of different species and thus mating is not successful. Basically, male and female genital organ compatibility occurs between the members of the same species and works on the lock and key pattern, maintaining species specificity. For example, copulation between Drosophila pseudobscura and Drosophila melanogaster is not possible due to structural incompatibility of genital organs. Such mechanism has also been observed between different breeds of dog. There is one more form of isolation that is known as physiological isolation. During physiological isolation, change in physiology occurs during copulation and may account for isolation between members of different species. In certain marine animals, fertilization takes place outside the parental bodies, where the eggs and spermatozoa are discharged into marine water. Due to physiological differences between different species, attraction between their eggs and sperms may be absent, and thus fertilization cannot take place. Due to differences in physiology, breeding season, pattern and location of egg deposition may vary, resulting into barrier to mating and prevention of fertilization. For example, Rana pipiens and Rana clamitans breeds at different times of the year and lays eggs at different location in water bodies. In case of Drosophila, after mating, swelling in vaginal mucous membrane has been observed, which may last from few hours if conspecific. However, if the mating is interspecific, then it may continue for days, leading to the mortality of the fertilized eggs in the parent's body due to delay in being laid down, due to differences in physiology. Thus, from the above discussion, one thing is clear, that in nature there are series of barriers acts like isolating mechanism between different species to prevent hybrid formation. If due to any reason pre-mating isolating mechanism fails, then nature has got a line of defenses, that is post-mating isolating mechanism, which ensures that isolation amongst population is maintained, and this mechanism have been categorized as follows. The first one is gamete motility. Gamete motility has been observed in animals with either types of fertilization system, that is internal or external, where sperms and ova of different species are unable to fuse or fertilize, resulting in gamete motility. In certain animals belonging to different species with external fertilization system, male with normal sexual behavior can induce a female to lay eggs, but they will die soon, as has been observed in case of Bufo fowleri and Bufo veliceps. In case of internal fertilization, sperms may encounter antigenic reactions as they pass female genital tract of different species and gets immobilized or killed before fertilization. According to Patterson, in case of related species of Drosophila like Drosophila americana, Drosophila montana, Drosophila virilis, hybrid formation does not take place due to gamete motility before fertilization. Another postzygotic mechanism is zygote motility. In some animals between members of two species, sometimes fertilization takes place, but the hybrid embryos or the zygote is unable to survive and die in the early developmental stages, and thus fails to attain adult stage. Goat and sheep may mate in nature, but due to genetic differences, resulting zygote does not develop properly. Such type of isolating mechanism has been observed between two species of sea urchin, Paracenterus lividus and Samechinus microtuberculatus, where cross fertilization takes place, but the hybrid embryo dies in the early stage. Another means of postzygotic mechanism of isolating mechanism is hybrid inviability. In some cases, interbreeding takes place between members of different species and embryo is also formed after successful fertilization, but the hybrid dies out before birth. Sometimes goat and sheep can mate, and after successful fertilization, embryo is also formed, but the hybrid embryo that forms has a reduced viability and die out before birth. Another form of postzygotic isolating mechanism is hybrid inferiority. In hybrid inferiority, it has been observed that in some cases, after successful fertilization between members of different species, an offspring known as hybrid is produced, but due to some physiological or ecological disturbances, they are weak and do not produce their offspring even they seem fully fertile. Such cases have been reported by Moore in frogs between closely related species of Rana pipiens and Rana catasbiana. Sonburn and his students have reported similar phenomena between sibling species of Paramecium aurelia. There is one more form of postzygotic isolating mechanism, that is hybrid sterility. Hybrids formed as a result of interbreeding members of different species are found to be sterile, and this is usually caused during gamete formation due to abnormalities in spindle formation or cell division failure in spermatocytes, or due to failure of the chromosomes to pair at meiosis. For instance, mating between horse and donkey results into the formation of a hybrid known as mule, which cannot reproduce as it is sterile. Another form of post-zygotic isolating mechanism is hybrid breakdown. In cases of hybrids, sometimes it has been observed that first generation of hybrids, also known as F1, is viable and fertile, but their offsprings or further hybrid generation known as F2 and back crosses may be sterile or inviable. It has been observed between Drosophila pseudospora and Drosophila persimilis, where the F1 hybrid female are vigorous like the non-hybrid females, but when they are back crossed to parental species, male of either species, resultant offspring is weak and sterile, and thus vigority of hybrid is broken down after F1 generation. Thus, we can conclude that reproductive isolation naturally produces a barrier leading to reduction in gene flow between closely related sympatric or allopathic species. Often in nature, a mating between a horse and a donkey produces a mule, but the mule is sterile. This is the reason as to why horse and donkey are not considered members of the same species. In contrast, dogs and wolves can interbreed successfully in captivity, but since they do not do so in nature, they are not categorized as member of the same species. Recently, near coast of the islands of Koi, a marine mammal was observed that was the result of a mating between a melon-headed whale and a rough-toothed dolphin. This hybrid male has a blotchy color pattern matching that of the rough-toothed dolphin and melon-headed whale's dorsal cape, which is a darker coloring on its back, just below the dorsal fin. Often people love to call it as olphin, since it is a hybrid of whale and dolphin. Similarly, tigon, which is a hybrid of a male tiger and a female lion, and a liger, which is a hybrid of a male lion and a female tiger, has been reported. But as already discussed earlier, either these hybrids are sterile or do not survive long enough to reproduce. According to Muller, reproductive isolation is due to genetic divergence in allopathic population, as they are subjected to independent evolutionary pressure, resulting in change in the gene pool of each population according to its environmental condition. Reshuffling and remodeling of genetic components after several generations results in disharmony between genotype of two subpopulations, ultimately resulting into speciation. Wallace and modern scientists like Dobzhansky and others observed that even if fertilization is successful between different species, resultant hybrids can be weak, inviable and sterile, and cannot propagate their progeny to form species and are eliminated by natural selection. Thus, reproductive isolation between members of closely related population is maintained by natural selection. In recent times, according to some authors, the use of the word mechanism is misleading and should be avoided. They are of the opinion that pre-mating and post-mating isolation should be seen as an evolved byproduct of natural selection or genetic drift within species. Patterson, who is a leading critic of biological species concept and recognition species concept, has urged that species are cohesive wholes due to pre-zygotic signaling within same species and not due to isolating mechanism between species. In his recognition concept of species, he has replaced isolating mechanism with an alternative specific mate recognition system. Nowadays, serious researchers prefer avoiding the use of the term isolating mechanism and prefers to distinguish between mate choice, hybrid incompatibility and other forms of reproductive isolation. Previously, every population that was morphologically similar was diagnosed as species. However, after Mayer introduced biological species concept and there was radical shift from typological species concept to the biological species concept, it necessitated a drastic change in the taxonomic practice, and now the emphasis was on inference of reproductive isolation of populations. Further, due to discovery of geographic variation of morphological and other characters, it was realized that many previously recognized morphospecies were not reproductively isolated from other allopathic populations and thus were not separate biological species. It was felt that they should be consequently ranked as subspecies in more or less widely distributed polytypic species. Application of polytypic concept has led to a considerable simplification in the classification of well-studied groups of animals like birds, mammals, butterflies and snails. After reclassification into polytypic species, geographically representative forms that were previously described under monotypic species led to a considerable simplification of the classification system. In light of polytypic species, now reorganization of the classification system is almost virtually complete in birds, mammals and some groups of insects and land mollusks. After reorganization, 19,000 monotypic species of birds listed in 1910 together with thousands of species described since then is now around approximately 9040 species. Thus, polytypic concept had given a definite meaning to the biological species concept and restored homogeneity to the species category, thereby providing the best available evidence for the process of allopathic speciation and evolutionary changes observed in peripherally isolated populations along with numerous intermediate stages in the evolutionary process. Due to the study of polytypic taxa in recent times, some of the best proofs of the occurrence of evolution have emerged. However, there are certain difficulties in applying polytypic species concept, like certain standards should be applied before subspecies can be recognized. Further, polytypic species are composed of allopathic or allochronic populations which differ from one another. Allochronic populations are taxa that occur in different geological times. Now, applying polytypic species becomes more difficult in all sexually reproducing organisms. Why? Due to variation. They all differ slightly. Occasionally, closely related species with similar ecological requirements often replace other geographically, and thus it becomes difficult to decide whether they are full species or subspecies. Since evolution is an ever-going process, many isolated populations are in the middle of the process of evolving into species and thus speciation. Speciation is not complete. Some are on the borderline between subspecies and species status, leading to nomenclature problems. Thanks for watching.